Greetings to the crypto community. We are pseudo-anonymous. We are here to smash that like button. We believe this content needs to reach more people like you. We are watching. We are listening. Most importantly, we are liking and subscribing. We are pseudo-anonymous. Expect us.
Double A, double up. Yeah. Double A, double up. The money I color up. Color up. Double A, double up. The money I color up. Color.
2 turns of 4 turns of 8. Sleep and get paid. Rich when I wait. I bet the bank. I set the pace. Guess what I make? That's what I make. Counting pockets, that's a trending topic. You got this and you got that, but got no spending options. I keep quiet, but still get it rocking. I keep quiet with it in my pocket. I keep quiet, moving stuff for silent.
Double A, double up. The money I color up. Color. Double A, double up. The money I color up. Color.
I swear God been blessing me. You think you been testing me? Don't mean lemons, watch lemon squeeze. Pieces been my recipe.
You buy watch and bust them down.
Mine is my investment piece.
Heard your mix is drowning out.
You need to call Trevor, please.
I don't fold, I don't fear. Pearly whites, no veneers. Keep it clean, check is clear. Water clear, P is clear. See the light, you go dear. See the light, I go near. Let me shine, watch me shine. I'ma shine, vision clear.
Double A, double up. The money I color up. Color. Double A, double up. The money I color up.
None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash digital. The dash digital. Go. Digital. Digital. The cash digital. The dash digital. Run it up. Digital. Stepping like Marty McFly. Stepping, I feel like the guy. I got them looking like why. I never doubted me why. I never doubted my guys. You know you in it for win. I stand on 10, you on 10. I don't have friends of a friend. Only the fan of the kin. Only my wife and my kids. That's all I needed to win. Now I only trust my true friends. Had to cut off my loose ends. You know I win if you win. You know you win if I win. I swipe that cash, don't fold. I swipe my bank on gold. Don't think that I've been dumb. I spend like I've been broke. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash digital. The dash digital. Go. Digital. Digital. The cash digital. The dash digital. Run it up. Digital. Living my truth, no tricks. I'm trying to feed my kids. I'm trying to keep my way. I'm trying to live my life while we get rich. My biz. Money gon' come, some go. Man, if you know, you know. I've been through highs and lows. Here for the ride, I go. Slide and roll. Up and down, but I get up. The numbers crunching, no sit-ups. I grew up and got dripped up. Purple label, my get up. That's 101, not a run and done. Month to month, and there's more to come. I told Cushy, let's run it up. Now it's millions on millions. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash digital. The dash digital. Go. Digital. The cash digital. The dash digital. Run it up. Digital.
I'm feeling lucky. How about most streets? Us two in these streets. Diamonds on my feet. Caught up in these talks. Circling my head top. Should've been more cautious. Now I got what I wanted. Many I've been here before. Made it out of 11 more. Like my phone codex. So I can't stop, I want it all. Listen up, I'm calling you. I need you to tell the truth. Remember when you wanted to. Remember that I said my truth.
Check 1 2 1 2.
Turn around, eat your greens. When you fight, but you do real clean. Then you come to the bed and you love real dirty. Everybody sweater drops, you're real keen. Bring it, let me get your juiciest piece. Can't remember when I've had the same please. The shops at the club never had no boundary. How's it gonna be? Wanna eat these centerpiece? Where we gonna go? You're gonna need these calories. Giving me a treat to refill these batteries. Then you only them on your knees. There's no way to dream. Ooh, it's sneaking up on you. There's nothing you can do. There's things about the boo. Sneaking up on you, there's nothing you can do. There's things about the boom. I lose control when you do it like that. And God, you love when I go mad. Got you at the perfect time. I was watching that. You know what you want to do, but I can never be.
Here we go. You should be much faster with that road dog. You're too slow when you say here we go. You should already have it ready and go. Shame on you. What a day. Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto Charts with the Road Dog. My name is Lane and I'm just in amazement at the price action I'm seeing here with Bitcoin. The bigger time frames have spoken and said I'm not going bearish. Although yesterday that daily was looking rough. What did she do? We got to see what happened here. This is my little time thing, little time fib. I'm going to have to go back and look at that. There might be something worth learning there. So here we are. MACD did a flip-flop. It's fun when that happens. I wish it would happen more often. And then NUMBA went up and bags have started a pumping. We're not even coming anywhere near this $48,500, $600 area. 618 Fibonacci line I've got here in yellow. We decided to go the other way. At some point, I do think we have a likelihood to come back and test that. I just do. I don't know when. But right now, NUMBA working on going up. Look at this trend line, man. We just rose above it there. And on the daily, haven't quite closed a candle there, but definitely have on the 4 hour. Ichimoku clouds, a little spindle of green over here, meaning this is good. Look at all that volume coming in. Nice, nice, nice. Come to the smaller time frames here on the 1 hour. I'm gonna have to get rid of some of the stuff over here that I probably won't need for the moment. Clean this chart up just a little bit. So Bitcoinio, I've seen some other people starting to think a little bit what we were looking at. I normally have this in a rising wedge pattern right there. I'd have it big and orange, but I've since just, you know, opened this up to the channel, keeping the new information we got there. Same thing we had happen back in 2020, and this was the results. And goodness, don't it look like we're doing some of those results? I've got a couple of lines here I need to get ahead and get rid of. I can't remember exactly what I was doing. May 4th. May 4th. May the 4th be with you. On that day, something might be going on. If the little tricky methods, seems like it kind of hit for the last one. I thought I did that. So 1 hour Bitcoin right here, right above the 9 moving average. A little ways above it, doing just fine. 100 getting ready to cross over the 200 moving average. You might see the pullback, and we're starting to see a little bit of one. May get a little bit of a pullback there. How far down, I don't know. I'd be watching the rungs of the moving averages there, the 9 and the 21, but till we lose the 9, there's no need to worry about going down any lower. It just looks scary if you're just on a smaller time frame, like on the 15-minute. Like, oh God, it's all over. Throw in the towel. Had a nice little wick up here, and then we came down, and so far we've tested this 21 moving average. Looks like we got maybe have a trend line. That one broke, so now we got this little guy. Oopsies. Right here coming into play. Let's get this bottom here. Last little guy here, and could be coming down to 55,100 ish over the next little bit. Let's see if that will catch. Let's hope that it does, because this is a bearish pattern, what we've got right here on the smaller time frame. Normally breaks down to the downside unless it goes to the upside, and then it goes freaking crazy. I think we already had a little crazy for today. Didn't quite make my target over here at 57.5. That's what it is on this chart. What do we got over here on this one? We got 57.585 over here on petrol futures, though. That's interesting. Switch back to the chart that was originally on there. Gets a little janky when they get these big parabolic moves and trying to navigate those. Overall, your best thing is to always zoom out and go for that channel. I think that would save a lot of headache. And we're just zooming out on the 1 hour, so not much of a zoom out. But you just don't, you know, it's a nice strong move up there today. My bags be pumping. All right, let's come down to smaller time frames and see what this looks like. In a channel until we're not. You're tightening it up on me there. Let's hope that trend line holds. Oh, tighten her up, tighten her up. Change time frames and things kind of move around a little bit. 55, 410, somewhere through there. If we could get a bounce there, they come back up and maybe nail this trend line at 57,500. That would be awesome. The cloud is not really close to price action, so I'm not so much worried about this breaking down past this trend line right now, but you know, doesn't mean it won't. I don't see it happen though. Shout out to everybody here, man. How's it going? I saw Striga in the house tonight. I saw Dave P hanging out here. Grizz. Got Grizz. How's it going, Grizz? Grizz and Striga. And Dave P, who have nothing for yet. And we got Sam in Haven. How's it going, guys? Grizz says if Bitcoin moves sideways for a while, it might pump more. The altcoins should. Yeah, definitely. And then, yeah, Bitcoin can go sideways. But I was looking at this earlier, and I have a trend line drawn, and it was just floating right at the top of it. And I was like, that was just so weird. I'm like, of all the places, I had to go back and check my trend lines and make sure that I didn't draw it wrong. But no, it was sure enough on top of it, and then we got the big explosion. Nice, nice. See this market all lit up in green today. Everything stacks up to 308. Theta's coming up to $2 now. About time. Oh wow. Pith is up to 72 cents. Alright. Near's at $4. Ooh, baby. Your net worth is going up today. How's it feel? This is just a taste of it. Oh man, Q&T, are you up to 110? Oh, bless your little heart, man. I thought you was dead at $100. Guys, you got anything you want to take a look at? Shoot it out in the chat. Otherwise, you just have to look at what I look at. It might be to your interest, it might not be. First one I'm going to start out with is QUBIC. This is one that I jumped into. It's hard to find, but it's an AI play that as it gets onto more exchanges, maybe something to check out. That was my take on it anyway. She is kind of high right now, but she's only less than 3x from her low. So QUBIC, so what, you can get it on PancakeSwap and what was the exchange? I set up a special account just so I could go get this coin over an exchange, and it's actually US friendly, so I kind of like SafeTrade's the name of it. It's over on SafeTrade. Well, let's just pull up this, find out a little bit more about it. It's QUBIC. No, it's not QUBIC, it's QUBIC. Golly. QUBIC. Yeah, two totally separate and different coins. Sound a lot alike, but not QUBIC with a C. Well, this is the little guy. Oh, wow. All right. Well, just an hour or so ago when I looked, it was $500 and something million market cap. Right now it's $722 million market cap. I think it was somewhere around $200 million market cap when I jumped in. And just a cool little AI play. It's available. Oh, SafeTrade, that's where I got it. And Trade Ogre, then it's got some DeFi. Interesting project. AI. It's proof of work AI, and what it does, it trains the AIs instead of having them like miners just doing the standard mathematical equations, decrypting. That's actually the proof of work. The proof of work is actually the training of the AI. Just kind of cool idea. They got a nice little website. Well, they have a website. The first ever useful proof of work layer 1 blockchain. Just kind of a neat project. I'm noticing a lot more people starting to speak about it, and I'm noticing numbers are going up. And even though it's even hard to find right now, I can only imagine what it might be like when MexC picks it up, when CoinEx picks it up, when KuCoin picks it up. So still early, in my personal opinion. Well, I think we looked at this before. We looked at the website before. CPU and GPU powered by hundreds of thousands of miners, real-world data, outsourced computation, true AI, and open source UPOW transforms computational power into AI training. And about the founder. So you do your research on that, see if it's something that's interesting, but I think it is another dark horse to play there. Let's see if we can let's get a chart up here. Oh, what am I looking at? No, that's not you. All right, I guess we're going to have to do it over here. On the sky. So we pull up the all-time, and this is what it looks like going back to where? January. He's got it for this whole year. This good chart is confusing. Why do you keep giving me different looking charts here, man?
shooting, I'm scoring, I'm gonna set it out. Like soldiers torn, I'm gonna set it out.
Oh, come on, for the love. All right, let's just go to the exchange here over on SafeTrade. And we'll put it up over here. There we go. Now we got a chart. So, kind of interesting. Definitely been an accumulation, right? At these dang low prices. This is it against Bitcoin, though. We need it against the dollar. Or Bitcoin. Looks juicy against Bitcoin. This is it against the dollar on the daily. And she is up high right now. She had a big wick. So it's got a big wick. She's swinging a big one. Man, I can't even find it. Okay, we can't. That's not even plausible. I can't do anything with that. I think it's too big to handle. But we got an angle. Not. All right, so it looks like there's a chance that she might get rejected up there. That's kind of interesting. So we got one of these patterns. This is a broadening pattern, but it's kind of equilateral, kind of even, symmetrical. It's not a symmetrical triangle, but the opposite of it. They've actually got like a 60% chance to break to the upside. Actually, 60% is crazy that it would. And they also had some pretty cool measure moves, but I'm not sure exactly how well that they do play out. This little guy looks like she could be getting a little hot and coming back down, but 58? I got a bunch of zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 zeros and about 58 would be a great little area, in my personal opinion. Set limit order, and I believe I've got some set there, and it's not letting me draw a freaking line. All right, so above that little guy, and that little guy. Let's get a little price tags out here. I do have some orders out on this one in case she comes back down, but I did add a little bit today, even though the prices are up, because I got her so cheap. Somewhere back in this area. So we got yeah, at the 5.8, and then this one is 7.248, and we're at 8,700 right now. I would expect her to get rejected up here around 97.81 and then start the pullback, but it's one to put on your radar if it does come back, because like I said, you do need to do your research with it, because there are definitely a lot of the coins out there. I think there's like how many trillion? Lots. But it is proof of work, so you got to kind of weigh it out to see if it's, you know, a project that might be suitable for you. But I think it's got some definite possibilities here, even with that big market cap. It's only now it's up 312% from its all-time low, which was just 3 weeks ago was its all-time low. So a lot of big news and everything happening for this one, pushing it forward. And it just being up a 3x, still early, but it's starting. I mean, being up 3x, and we're here at 722 million. It had to start at, you know, there's a lot of money invested in it, lots of millions in there already. Total supply is 84 trillion. Our maximum supply is 1,000 trillion, whatever that comes out to. Quadrillion, yeah, it'd be 1 quadrillion, right? So a little mixed bag, but it's on my radar. Figured I'd share it with you. What you do with it, that's your business. You might want to ignore it. Want to check out ORDS? Got a request to look at that one. Moving to ordiswap. She's still a banging. She is still a banging. Still above the non-moving average on the 4 hour. That's kind of impressive. She looks like she's trying to get a little tired. Personally, well, no, she hasn't really broke it. Still holding that nice trend line. She may still have some more gas in the tank here. Getting a little tired on the 4 hour. Getting a little tired on the 1 hour. Daily's a little undecided. Ichimoku Cloud's way over here with the little green. We're good. Even if you get a pullback, even if it were to come back down to 13, I wouldn't even, 13.5 cents, I wouldn't be concerned about it. That is usually a sign of the number getting ready to go up over here. What I'm seeing, some good things. So I've got targets over here. I guess the next buy will be about 28.5 cents and 30 cents, 34 cents for ORDS. Oh, and Haven gifted another membership. Looks like it's Remney. Got it. Congratulations and thank you so much, Haven. I appreciate your support. Need to figure out what to do for people with memberships just to add a little bit more value. All right. Like I said, if you got anything you want to take a look at, throw it in the chat. Otherwise, we're going to be looking at some stuff that we got, like VET. That's on the rise again today. I like that. It's one of my bigger bags that I've got. I like vechain. Ooh, she's having trouble holding that nickel area, that 5 cent area, but that is the trend line, and it is holding very beautifully. Surprisingly, I just nailed it over here. I wasn't too confident from what I'm seeing over here. It was hard to adjust, but apparently it got it right. I'm looking for about 5.5 cents to come out of this, but it may not happen. The bullish scenario that we want to pay attention to now is, let's change this line to a more positive color. So this trend line, the major trend line we broke below, as bullish as things are looking, and for this chain, I would not be surprised. I mean, we should be getting rejected here, come back and do something else. That's what should happen. I am fully expecting this little sucker just to get bullish as all get out and break up above there and just go freaking bat crazy, and probably hit about 8 to 8.5 cents in there. Just the way that the market is right now, with Total 3 getting a breakout above his trend line, I mean, things are going to get a little bit crazy. We didn't even go over Total 3, did we? And this is what Total 3 looks like on the 4 hour, but it's worth taking a look at on the bigger chart here. Tether dominance is going down, so people are selling out of Tether, and Bitcoin dominance is going up, so they're going into Bitcoin and also into altcoins at the same time right now. That nice little spike out of Bitcoin got a lot of people FOMO and they had to jump back in. But they're still eyeballing these altcoins too. So VET, even though it's at resistance here, not the best place to be buying. Down here was the best place when it was around 2 cents. But you know, can't always do it perfect every time. But then you learn and then you plan for it. And then life gets a lot sweeter when she starts going up. I think that she's going. My personal opinion is she'll have a good chance to try to break up in there, and if she does, it's going to be super bullish. And 8 cents, 12 cents, and gosh, if we can just get back up to the 20, 18, 20, 29 cents, ooh, VET, those bags going to be a grousing. This was the fractal that we were kind of comparing all this to, and I would say that it's got a good chance. It's got a chance. VET on the radar. Let's check out Total 3, just kind of get a view for all of our altcoins. It's really surprised me. It really has. I really thought we were going to get caught up over here and end up having to come back for a retest. So what I was actually looking for, but surprisingly we came down here and we flagged of all things. And I'm on the daily Total 3 chart. Your altcoins, my altcoins, everybody's altcoins are all right here. If we put that there, so the bottom comes right up to where we are, where we got our measure move right there, where we have not quite yet hit. And I know I got a lot of lines on here, but some of them I'm paying attention to, especially this one. These two intersecting lines here are at the resistance point and near our target right there. If we come down to the 4 hour, might be able to see a little bit, but there should be some resistance right around here, $578 to $584 billion. Might get a hiccup. I'm curious to see what happens if things just go bullishly crazy or if we get rejected there. Normally we would get rejected, but right now it's anybody's guess. If we're replaying 2020 idea pre-halvening, that all that happened post-halvening. Institutional FOMO trying to get in. That's where that measure move came from right there. Yeah. So I would be looking for a pullback shortly out of altcoins, and it may take, you know, another day or two. Maybe tomorrow evening we'd start seeing something if we come up to that resistance level. But right now everything's moving up. Ooh, been looking at cartesi here. Confirmed a double bottom there. Nice. Flirting with trying to break to the upside of a bearish pattern, which would lead to parabolic activity, meaning the 62 cents might get here a little quicker than expected. 45, 47 cents might get here fairly quick. Nice. I like what I'm seeing in the market. We're progressing along. We got, I think, the happening coming somewhere around April, somewhere in the neighborhood of April 20th. Could it possibly be that day? That would be awesome. KDA, the little laggard, sitting over there on Binance at $1.29, but yet up higher than what it was a couple of days ago. Can't complain. I can complain, yeah. Ooh, okay, nope. She is not a head and shoulder. She has no solid neckline. She's just a breakout of a falling pattern there. This chart seems awfully noisy. Even on the bigger time frames, lots of wicks there. That's a lot of sell pressure. Especially here, it's lightening up now a little bit. 200 moving average, right? Yep. Sometimes I have to look to see if it's a line that I drew. So we came up, reclaimed the 200 moving average on the 3-day, bounced off of it. Now we're going to the upside. Man, right here. We got a measure move that, whoops, I just screwed that up. Back that little guy up. We got a measure move that takes us up to this area about 151. 618 Fibonacci area, the golden pocket area is over here about 167, 168. I'm just gonna get rid of these other lines here. So when you zoom out a little bit, see we've been in accumulation, and you might be starting to see this now. You get a nice elongated falling wedge, a shallow falling wedge with a megaphone pattern. And a lot of times you'll see it with the rounding. You'll see that same type of shape with the rounding bottoms, but this one's got more of an angle to it. But still, that's what we got. We're getting ready. This is reversing right here. This was the actual bottom, higher high, higher lows, and now KDA is finally set to slowly work its way back up to 220, 219, and from there might be a pretty quick jump up to around $6. That will be fun. Let's do it, KDA. Go do it now. Do it. Take a look at Jasmy. She was hot for a while, and I think she's cooling off a little bit now. Oh, aren't you fun? That's kind of cool. She looks like she could possibly be coming down to this area, but it's still kind of hard to tell right now. I'm not sure that trend line has been breached just yet. It's got more like a symmetrical kind of pattern up there if you want to look at it that way, or that's pretty level right there. That is pretty. Just right along, yeah. 12 cents I think could definitely happen. This breaks and come down here, and it's got a nice start for gosh, what would that be? That's very level. Right through here and right here with that nice clean break of those candles. Right, this little gap area right through here. So about 12.5. Losing this trend line, that's where I would look to try to pick up some of this. It's at 15.452 right now, and that's at, okay. Sometimes I forget to talk about the decimals. 1.5 cents and down to 1.24 cents is what we're looking at. 4 hours getting the green or the red dot here on market cipher. It's getting some bearish signs here. Still hasn't officially lost the 9 moving average yet. That's the first sign I've got to see, but the cloud's right here, man. It's just ready to possibly jump right in. I don't trust that. I don't trust these patterns right here. Of course, I'm sure somebody is saying it's like cop and handle through the upside. COTI's still doing good. She got all the way up at almost 28, just a little shy of 28 cents today, getting a little bit of a pullback now to 24 cents. Looks like she's retesting, or she's coming back to this trend line that we had. Had a breakout from it. See if we can line that up pretty good right there. So if this trend line holds, well, that's just so much the better right there. If it falls, then, well, she's going to be discounted pretty well. Might even come back all the way down to 14.8, 15 cents if that trend line doesn't hold. Slowly. But if it does hold, well, she's going to be moving to the upside, and oh man, the closest thing I can get right now is about 30 cents, just following that trend line that we just drew right there, just identify. It's not the greatest matchup here. So we can zoom out just a little bit. Ooh, maybe you up there high. It's always good to zoom out, put things in perspective. You're a little hot potato right now. She went from 7.5 cents all the way up to where she is now. We're at 24 cents. Crazy. Let me do a little bit of stuff. Okay, cool. Let's just, I just feel like I got too much crap on here. That was the accumulation zone over with, and ooh, we're at the 786 area for that fib. And the 382 area right there for the overall move. She's likely to get the pullback here, come back to this 18, 19 cent area. See if we can get a little confluence with that with another fib.
I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up. I've been on the flex since flex on. Neighborhood all in your eardrums. I ain't never scared like Bone Crush. Boy, fear none. My line busy, take no calls. Feels like I don't have no flaws. Snakes in the grass, cut those off. Yo, squad shitty, my bros raw. No breaks, we go, 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 go.
Okay, so we're looking for it to come back to 18 or 19, and
Like spinning in a 644. Cash money like 5.
I think the best way to do this is just draw a little box, a little buy zone.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up.
Between the 50% and the 618, that should actually kind of hold if this trend line, if this support resistance area right here will stay flipped. And that could be the retest of that area right there, in my personal opinion.
Can't say none. Try dig dirt, there ain't none. I make the money that save up. 10 to 80, my savers. Take to the top from the baseline. New car, race on.
All right, so that was the daily. Let's come down to the smaller time frames and see how this looks over here. Got trend lines not getting broken. Might not break. Oh, we looked at this before and wasn't crazy about that, right? Little confluence that it can come back into this zone if that trend line does, if it fails. But so we got a touch here and there, and it didn't touch yet. If this trend line holds and it bounces up, well, that's good. You're just kind of getting away. It's kind of veering up, slowly curving is what I'm trying to say. If we don't make a touch of those trend lines, and that's actually a bullish sign. I'm still not crazy about having this trend line there. I'm not. All right, so COTI, a little bit of a pullback. We'd like to see that area hold about 22 cents, but man, this area at 44 cents. Can't wait until we hit it. Can't wait. There's a moon bag right there if that idea does play out. Pretty much 100% gains, 22 cents to 44 cents. Can I get another moon bag out of you? Here's Orca. Orca sucks. I'm a little salty on Orca. Oh, but that looks nice. Well, let's zoom out. Let's go to the daily. What are you doing, Orca? Because you ain't hitting $10 yet, I can tell you that. Nice channel. We got a measure move there, and that's where we're getting this target up here, somewhere in the neighborhood about $7, 30 cents. I've also got this area about 580 pinned out here because of this major trend line that we lost, so it's a big deal. More than likely, that's going to give us a hiccup and get rejected. I don't feel as strongly about this one breaking up above that and going awesomely bullish. I think this one's just going to get on a new trajectory and slowly make its way up with higher highs and higher lows. So I could be wrong, but who knows? Just got to see what's going on. Excuse me. But kind of getting ready for a breakout of this shoddy trend line. There's lots of wicks there. I'm not really sold on the solidity of that one just yet. Come on, Orca, let's do things. Things are looking good on the moving averages though, so getting a bounce there. Let's do it, Orca. Back there. You better go to $8, man. Go to $8. I'll come looking for you. I know where you live. NearProtocol over on Binance. $4.04 now. Look at this kind of shape. Isn't that cool? Let's zoom out and look this guy on the daily. Is that going to be good enough? We got to go to the weekly, I think, to get the beauty of the real picture. What's going on with the Near? Near had its humble beginnings of somewhere around 50 something cents. Went all the way up to 20. I kicked myself because I think I got out of it around $3 or $4. Getting into it somewhere around $1.25. And I got out of it early. I think it was probably during this drop here that kind of soured me out on it. And then boom, there she went. Nice rounding shape here. Could be, yeah, it's not the most beautiful, but it is rounding shape, and that's all that matters. And you will see the same that I've just shown you earlier with these bottoming patterns here. You can break it down. You can start to see a couple of shapes that start to kind of start pointing themselves out as we turn around. I would say that's one of the coolest tricks that I learned was the rounding bottoms there. So when you do get the rounding things, that's an accumulation. Flat or rounding are the best ones to play out. Flat ones could be dead for a while, so they're kind of a little scary unless you are confident in them. But the nice rounding ones are always a good sign. And you usually see a wedgie type thing followed by that megaphone. Get off of there.
I'm on a run and you better know. I'm in the know and you better know. I'm here to stay and you better know. I'm at the table, I never fold.
So we'll take a Fibonacci from swing high to swing low. Tell me where prices gotta go. Or needs to go. Can go. And as a rule of thumb, I do like to pick these fibs out. I like the 127, I like the 786, and I like the 6180. There are others in between. You could play every one of them as you can step through. I expect that we'll probably run up quickly through this area through here. So mostly looking, well, you could even go here at 0.5. Always looking to the left. That'll give you a clue as to where a lot of the congestion will be. And you can skip all the ones in the middle. Or you can play them. It's up to you. You a grown-ass man or woman or other. And if you live in any other country other than America, you might be a free citizen. $12.55 is a nice longer-term target. That is a longer-term target for near. It should be coming up about 524 in that area, and then we got to see what she's made of. If she's going to get a pullback and come back down to $3 or $4, but eventually she's getting really close to where she's going to break out permanently from this accumulation area here, which needs to be colored red there, and then start making her way up to these higher highs, higher areas. So $10, $18, $12.55. Ooh, that'd be nice. You ever get back up to 15? Baby, I'm ready for ya. But I think I'll probably pass out if I ever look around and see her actually up at $24 and I've still got it in my account over there. I got mine. It's been staking for a long time, so I'm just over there earning rewards. I've had it staking for, gosh, since all this stuff. I figured I was aiming for lots of layer ones or stakeable coins down at the bottoms, accumulating them and then putting them to stake so that they build rewards and putting some of it into DeFi. That was the major part of my bear market plan, to specifically look for these rounded bottom shapes and sometimes the flat ones, finding things down nice and juicy. In retrospect, I wish I had focused on just narrowed it down a little bit more and went a little heavier on them so that I have more that I can peel off as we start coming back up for these big long bags. But I'm gonna get my long-term hold bags first, and then we're starting to get more into the tradable market now, where it's going to be a lot more fun and easier to trade. So when I get to the point where I'm bagged out, not, is it too high for me to start buying now? I'm not comfortable with it. This is when I need to start paying myself little by little. I back off, and then I'm switching more into gears to start actually swing trading and maybe even some day trading. Scalping's not my thing, though. It takes up too much dang time. That's not you guys. Where did you guys go? Hey, then. Hey, that looks like a super chat. That is a super chat. Those are rare to come by. Hey, I appreciate that, Haven. Rhoda, can you, okay, wait a minute, what? I'm trying to decipher that out, but I'm not quite getting exactly what you're saying there, Haven. Road Dog, you in on Ribbon Finance by chance? Am I in on? If I am, it's like, you know, tiny. I mean, we're talking like 50, $100 throwing in. I might possibly be in like that amount, but nothing major. I've looked at it recently though. Why is that ringing a bell? It may be Tokenmetrics. May have saw it over here. But we can take a look at it, see what's going on with it. Where did you go? Was that you? That's QUBIC. Here we go. So Ribbon Finance RBN. If I've got it, it's on my Degen account over here on MexC. And I don't think that I do. But it was piquing my interest. We did chart it. $323 billion or $1 million to $323 million market cap. Total supply is 1 billion ribbon coins, and half of that's in circulation, so that's kind of cool. Charts down at the bottom and venturing up, so probably still a good time to get in on it. It's down 87% from its all-time high at 489. So yeah, just that statistic alone tells you you're still early. Even though there might be some pullbacks, there might not be some pullbacks. But considering they could get to 489 from where it is at $6, it's not bad. Could it do more? Possibly. Available on Uniswap, Coinbase, MexC, BitGet, LA Token, Gate.io, CoinEx.
I count money when I'm bored. Watch the money hit the floor. Make it rain, make it pour. In my house, don't need no floor.
And
Me and the fam. It's just me and the fam.
it's not showing up on my MexC account. It must have something to do with the VIPing. I suppose I have to have that on before I can see it. That's so aggravating. I'll be so glad when we get all that stuff sorted out 10 years in the future. Whatever that happens. So Ribbon Finance uses financial engineering to create structured projects that deliver sustainable yield. So nice little DeFi play there. Let's take a look at the chart. We finished with you, right? RBN. So I probably don't have it because I probably wouldn't have seen it over on MexC because they hide it from me. Unless I'm using a VPN. Yeah, there it is. And no, I do not have any of it. Ribbon Finance, let's go with the MexC chart. Nice accumulation, can't deny that. Let's go ahead and do our standard little accumulation analysis here. It's just now breaking out of that zone. Bullish. Oh, nice. Okay, a little bit of confluence there. Previous 786 Fibonacci in the... Oh, now it's not. Make sure we got this right. It is with the 236 for the 618. Okay. So this is going to be definitely a good target. It'll probably get rejected the first time it goes up there. About $1.13, $1 to $1.16. I like this for a longer term target, right at 280. In all these areas over there, 179. You can see it over here. That's going to be a good one. Even the 0.5, all these right over here with all that. But pulling from the fibs, these levels should be well respected. So first targets I got what, 113 and then 137. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Now that's on this is the weekly time frame, so this is going to take a while. Should be a pretty quick move up, fairly to around $1, close to the $1 area. Let's go into smaller time frames and see what we got. Nice. And that pretty much just sits right on top of there. So nice little trend line we got going on. 1, 2, 3. There's usually 3 humps and then a dump or a little correction. So she might be getting up, pull back after this and come back and retest these areas about 41, 42 cents. That 100 moving average, that area. This previous support resistance area all through here. But that's only if she comes back, you know, plays around here and then loses. And right now she still looks pretty good, and if she broke to the upside she could go parabolic, but she looks like she's trying to do a little 5-way structure there. Which, where did you go, Elliot? Yeah, Elliot sees a 5-way and a pullback. Oh, okay, pull back to here, A, B, C, and then maybe it starts going up. So I don't see it going much higher than 68 cents for the near future. If this is the daily, I would say another 2 weeks before we see some, you know, nice higher numbers out of it. Looks like it, you know, it's just sideways and accumulation in this channel, in my personal opinion. And just now leaving the accumulation zone, so still a good place to build a bag, in my personal opinion, with some nice targets at 60 cents. Moon bag at 113. We got all these targets to choose from. They're awesome ones. CTI hit 5.7 on KuCoin chart. CTI has been rocking. Clintex. Boom. Right at 5 cents got hit. It got up as high as what, 5.4 cents. Awesome. Always a chance to come back and retest the trend lines in this area here too at 37. I'm going to go ahead and we're right here on my line right now for price. Go ahead and get rid of that little guy. That was how much? Buying the breakout, if you bought it, that would be 55 to up to 71% gains if you nailed the top. Ooh, what do we got here? Let me turn some of these moving averages off. Is that you? Is that why you? That's why you're looking so. I see this wick going to that wick coming right up here, so that's kind of cool. Kind of define that little guy. We broke out of this one, so he's not as nearly important anymore at the moment. All right, so I still got a target 612 cents. Don't know if it will hit it now or if it will get rejected here. You're getting in some rejection territory up here around 55, 56 cents. Going up through there, but a pull back to this area, what, about 37, 38 cents? Totally in order. I'm gonna get rid of this little guy. She's just in my way, looking confusing. We've already hit it. Nailed it. But that's a pretty good move out of Clintex, especially if you got in, say down here, we had that bear trap, and then that was the sign that getting back in that pattern, like, ooh, something good's going to happen. If you got in around the bottom of the patterns, that's what I try to do. That's just what I try to do every time. That'd be 163. How far up? 153. So I know my portfolio's up. I haven't really checked on it today on that one, but nice move. So woohoo. Can we check on Labs version 2? Yeah, sure can.
I got my friends, I'm for the ride. Far from the end. Giddy up. 10 a.m. Used to sleeping, I've been up since 6 a.m. Early bird gets the worm with
Oh, we're still waiting, looks like, on the daily. Oh, did you come down?
10 a.m. Used to sleeping, I've been up since 6 a.m.
Still under that. So we got the golden cross. The price still kept coming down at the buy signal. And then it gave you the death cross, and the price started coming up a little bit. So still, I kind of like this area, 0.00031, but it's basically this range between these two that we could still probably come down to. I hate to say it, but we could still probably come down to it and still make another bottom here. The way the moving averages are going right now, that could happen. Let's do something with this angle. Or she could just keep on going right now. Let's hope for that. I like that idea better. I do see that the 100's crossing over the 200s, so that's giving us a little bit, some heavier weight to the upside, but you still got some other ones. They could still come down here, though. I wouldn't put it out of the question, but just taking that trend line in consideration there, it's a good chance that will hold. This horizontal support and the diagonal support there with that channel. So I kind of like it. It's going to take a little time for this one to straighten out. Oh, Road Dogg getting sleepy again. Striker said COTI moved nice, and COTI did, man. And still, it did more than I anticipated. A lot stronger than I anticipated. Patriot Caveman, hey man, how's it going? You ready to check out Sol? Let's check out Solana.
I'm a warrior, I go back to back, then go back to back.
Where are you at now, Solana?
Then a double back and I'm topping that. Yeah, I beat my own records. Yeah, I gotta get money fetish. Same team, I don't set trip. Never do this.
So we go to the KuCoin chart. I don't know the last time I looked at this one. Pips are cool. Clean up this chart a little bit. She's got the areas that we were looking at. Still looking at 164. That's one of the main ones. She's getting a little bit tired. Lost her trend, but lost the trend line. The trend is still there. So normally, in normal conditions, just your average market, when this happens, you break a trend line, you come down and go sideways and down for a little bit. But things are getting bullishy now. We're starting to ride those legs. I call it riding the leg, but it just kind of rides underneath those trend lines, and it can just be making a whole new trajectory. So it's not as bearish as what it used to be, especially in the bear market. And I mean, it could technically do this a lot and still be making higher highs and higher lows. So that's what's kind of wild about it. So is that what we're looking at, or are you going to go to the downside? I think that's what we're looking at. So it looks like we're coming back up to the area about 129, and it'd just be some resistance at the top of that trend line, in my personal opinion. Overall, it's good. Just need to make a higher high. That's where the 129 comes in, but I'm really looking for 164 going to be my bigger target. That's when I'm going to figure out something I'm going to do with my bags, where I'm taking some profit there, or whatever I decide to do. And 206. And if she does pull back, I mean, this area here, we had some support about 80, what was that, $80 area. So right at $70 and $80, that's some good strong support for it. If we get a pullback for some reason, those are the areas to look for.
Spend it on a challenge, cause she all mine. All these big gets on her wrist, VVS is on her neck. Make it spin it down stress. When I make it stretch. Double back to back.
I like how with this channel, it wigged down there, and that's where I got the line. But it came below, but now it came back into that channel. So that's kind of cool. It kind of tells me that we may be getting a stronger move up here to around 128 to 129, maybe a quicker move.
Spend it on a challenge, cause she all mine. That my best friend. That my best friend. That my best friend.
Crypto says DYDX. With that setup, I got stopped out. I can't tell. It would have been pushing right into it. I think it just barely missed it. Stop losses. They're very subjective. They're very personal. I gotta zoom out and get rid of some of this noise. All right, I'm just gonna clean all it. Well, no, don't do that. I've got a trade set up. Move this little guy over horizontal. So these are targets. I got 523 and 541 for DYDX. It's just gonna take a little time. I had a trade set up there, and it's got a risk reward ratio of about 10 to 1 where I had the stop loss put anyway. May or may not have got stopped out. That's kind of a subjective thing for everybody to figure out on their own, but it does affect your risk reward ratio. But anyway, regardless of that, 75% move from that area of the breakout. We had it at about what, right at $3. And looking for this bigger pattern, which also gives us this confluence that price can go up there or maybe a little bit higher. Technically, I mean, we can go wherever price meets this trend line if it, and it should touch it. It doesn't have to. It might come up just a little short to it if it's getting weak, but it's a fun pattern to play. I guess I can clear off all this other stuff too. Let's start following this little trend line, or this one. So this is our current trend line. If that breaks, then that would spell trouble, but it doesn't look like it's in any danger to do it. Higher highs and higher lows, in my personal opinion, is clearing support resistance area. There's a nice one. There's a nice one. It's going to keep doing that until we get back up to these areas. $5. DYDX is on his way, coming out of accumulation. We're getting ready to leave the bottom territory for a lot of these. They still got a little bit more time for it to play out, but we're starting. The plane is getting ready to taxi off the runway. We're getting ready to go into the air here. Pre-flight check right now. 4 Bitcoins and a mule. Amen. Here's going to run in. Let's see what else we get.
Daddy, you gotta chill, that's what my kids say. Daddy been paying bills, my pockets been dead. I get money, then get low, see what you thinking. Orange label in my hand, guess what I'm drinking. Ever since I dropped.
This is C. Latif Kuzman. Hey, welcome to the stream, man. Glad to have you here. Thanks for hanging out with me. Greasy's drinking coffee. Too much opium for Road Dog. He's nodding out. Oh, man. The yawns start coming over me. My Degen is talking to me again. I jump in SLN. God bless the Degens. What was it? It was SLN. Smartlayer Network. Let's take a look at it. Where did it go? Where is it? Apparently brand new, I guess.
to be rude, but I'm not taking.
That's not it.
You keep making moves, but never taking risks.
So it's on KuCoin and OKX. There we go. It's a little, no, that's the same thing. Okay, so it's a new coin with very little price action then. Alrighty, so we got a triangle shape going on here, very symmetrical. Not my favorites. I would play this as a range, man. I would play this guy as a range. All right, let's go over a few ideas here.
So I pour up inside my cup and I just sip till I can't feel it. I know it won't solve my problem, but I know it makes a difference. One more sip and I'ma fix it. Out my body when I'm tempted.
That's a 618.
She and me say you quit or she dipping.
I don't want pain no more. I don't want no more pain. I ain't gonna see no way. Look at that with no pain.
See the rain coming down, but it is not purple today. Came a long way from stacking and rolling that change. And all I ever wanted was some real love. Then ice hit on my heart, I watched it build up. My bro, he stayed with Tuesday Bob to build up. And I feel on inside, don't wanna feel it. So I pour up inside my cup and I just sip till I can't feel it. I know it won't solve my problem, but I know it makes a difference. One more sip and I'ma fix it. Out my body when I'm tempted. I told her one more, she and me say you quit or she dipping.
All right, let's get you.
Got them greens and pinks and blues, I'll give my kids a change. Don't call me, I sit for none unless you do the same. I wanna catch as fast as that and I don't do no range. Yeah. All I ever wanted was some.
So for me personally, I would set some orders. Sell orders around the tops up here, or short orders. It's probably not. It's hard. Doesn't have a place to short it, I guess. Buy orders down through here. Oopsies. La 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 la. Yeah, that was right. So I would. You can put a fib on anything. I'm putting a fib on the range. And I think these are the juiciest places right there.
I just wanna run it up. Count a check or something. I've been really in the field, let up. Yeah. I've been really in the field.
You guys ever seen this technique before? All I'm doing is taking the range and I'm fibbing it out, and those make some nice little targets to try to accumulate if you're playing the accumulation game, or just trading a range. So you can get sell orders starting at about 655 all the way to 718. Maybe even, you know, a little bit above. If I was doing this. If we're doing a channel and there may be a Wyckoff thing, there might be rooms for springs where price would go out of the zone. So I've got some fibs there too that kind of catch that idea. And that's coming in just right under $8 and a very low somewhere right around 356. So that's how I kind of look at this kind of deal. Symmetrical triangles, man, wherever they break, if they break to the downside, they can do like, you know, and they a lot of times they end up ranging. A lot of times you can drag this X on out. and they will respect that. And so come here. Let's say if price broke to the upside, a lot of times you'll see it do something just like this, and it may break down, but they'll follow. They'll respect the X's. They'll respect those lines. It's just something I've noted. That's how I play them anyway. So that's my take. Limit orders down here to build position, to sell up there, and you got a nice little range. About 66%, ish. But that's an idea for that kind of deal. Hey, Joe's here. What's up, Joe? Trade Intuition. Almost 10 million on market cap. Oh, talking about SLN. And let's see. What is one that I've been trying to keep an eye on? Some of the newer ones. I'm trying to build up bags when I can, but things are pumping a little bit right now, so not doing that as much. Just kind of letting what I have kind of play out. SAVM looking better. This one had a rough start with the big sell-off. It sounded really cool. Still supposed to be an airdrop coming from just doing test net. The team is they're anonymous, so I feel a little iffy about that, so I'm not sure about this one yet. It sounded really promising, and I was very bullish on it. Ethereum virtual machine layer 2 for Bitcoin, or EVM compatible layer 2 for Bitcoin. Sounds pretty freaking awesome. But it's not a work in progress, but they are building, so they're trying. I don't know, still trying to fill this one out. This is cool. This usually results in a big strong move to the upside. There's some other things showing that a big strong move to the upside can be on the way on this one. That being this big red Ichimoku cloud that we're in the middle of, and this little green sliver of green cloud over here. Red Ichimoku cloud usually just sucks us in and spits us out on the other side when it gets thick like that. We're in the middle of it. That was the clue back when we were around 15 to 17,000 in Bitcoin that we were going to be ARI, because on the weekly we're in the middle of a big red cloud. Just took it forever to kick us through there. But breaking back into this channel, hella bullish, and it went all the way to the top like it should. Probably need to adjust my lines there. It possibly could break to the upside and go parabolic and make up all this. We could be seeing $8 out of this. That's my hope I'm speaking to. But the bull trap, I love the bull trap, or the bear traps. Usually get a strong move after a bear trap, so that's what I'm looking for there. This is the 12-hour. This comes down to a smaller time frame. Usually go with the 4-hour. You do have golden cross here, 50 and 100 crossing over the 200. The only bad thing is the 200 is kind of down and to the right, kind of strong. So they got some work they are working to pull it up. So it's starting, but we're just not seeing it just quite yet. Above the 9 on the 4-hour. 529 looks pretty cool. I doubt that we'd see 485 or 490 on a pullback. It should come back and pull back. Doesn't mean it's going to. Lots of sell wicks there. Testing the bottom of the channel, but with this bear trap, if that's what it is, it may just stop. I would kind of look for it to keep on going and not pull back. But if it does pull back, then well, that's just better, and it still be a bounce. But I'm looking for it to come up out of here and do something crazy. Not that it's going to, it's just what I'm hoping for, and this setup could lead to that, but no guarantees. But if she does, she can make up that line. And look at these areas. This goes all the way up to about, what, $12 over here? So kind of cool. That's pretty nice. Take a look at Ocean here. Ocean Protocol over, I guess, dude Binance chart. Oh, you respecting my trend line, kinda? You getting caught up on it? It's gotta mean something. Zoom out a little bit. I like, ooh. Let's double check our trend line here. We looked at another one that was kind of in the same situation where it was kind of fuzzy over here, but we went by the wicks. That's kind of cool. It's kind of the same exact setup, and we're breaking back into this main trend line. So bear trap, double bottom. This one could be on its way to doing something special. Measure move still coming in right here at $1.14. $1.24 for a 618 Fibonacci area. I like that. Those are some great targets. We're at 64 cents. So that if this plays out, we hold this area and then we start shooting up here to these other areas, man, that's a moonback territory. And if you've been in it like around 40 cents, that's even better for you, right? But coming back to reclaim this, that's a big deal. That's going to be a big deal. And $1.55 is another target I got up there. So trend line right there. I would follow that guy to see where we're going to get some stronger resistance until that one point when it just shoots up through it. But right now, line it up really nice there. See if we got a channel there, which we're back in with a bear trap, if you want to see. So what it's doing over here is kind of the same thing it's doing here. When it breaks back in, a strong move. When it breaks back in here, another strong move. That kind of idea with the bear traps. I like bear traps. And the angle. Pull that angle. So you can't just say it's not a bear trap at all. You didn't make it wide enough. You could look at it lots of different ways, but you seem to get the same reactions though. That would, well, we're not breaking out of that one. Ocean looks like she's getting ready to, a lot of these coins looking like they're getting ready to just bang on us, man. I think the biggest danger right now is just selling out of everything too soon. And that's what I'm trying to avoid, but yet still trying to get paid and pull out some of that capital. Arkham was one that I FOMO'd into. Oh, we looked at this last night where it had games. So she's still, we had 100. I remember doing this last night. She's still hanging in there above there. That's kind of cool. On the daily, we confirmed a candle above that trend line. Oh baby, make daddy happy. Screw 188. Screw that target. What you getting ready to do? Can look at 225, but I think there might be. Could you go further?
Myself on stage as they sing along. I might book a session, do 100 songs. I'ma let you hear them just to prove you wrong. On track, now we going way up. Don't be used as easy as a layup.
Full-fledged measure move would take us to 260. Tom Spukowski says there's a multiplier to put on that it, I can't off the top of my head remember what it is for an upward breakout. Use it a lot of times right around 60%. And I think it'd give us some confidence right around this other area that we got at 225.
Yeah.
But if she can hold this area, there'd be even stronger move possible to the upside. Is that true? Got two touches there, and I really expected her to get rejected and come back into it, but she's holding it so far. So far. Get a bounce out the 50, maybe. Moving averages are going up and to the right, nice on the 4 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour. Looks beautiful for price movement, higher highs, higher lows. could have our 5 waves there for an ABC correction. So I got to see what's going on. If this holds, it's good. If it breaks and we come back into the pattern, no bueno. All right, guys, it's 12:24. That's all I got pretty much tonight. Appreciate you for hanging out with me. If you can, hit that like button because that does help the algorithms, or so that they say.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
I will see you guys tomorrow night. And I may be doing the BitUnix challenge thing again. It's dude, for real, I thought I just checked you. Oh, I'm almost up to 1,000 again. Almost. Maybe I can keep it this time. But good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. Trade carefully. Enjoy the gains. Play it smart. Play it wisely. Do try to collect some dry powder for the big eventual drop that will be coming at some point. 25, 30%. They'll be coming. You want to be ready for that. So peel off a little. Take profits where you need to on your trades or your big positions when they come to those key levels and everything. And let's make that money and that life-changing money. See you guys tomorrow.
Come on, come here, bud. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Fade eye off the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you was really was part your life. Basic bullets.
Good night, John boy.
Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same. Running for the meds. Show you like my vibe. Pass my candy on my wrist. Bad habits. Little rabbit. Now sit down, you can have it. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big head, come and play with me. Freaky dog. Got a whole lot of love for my dog.
Greetings to the crypto community. We are pseudo-anonymous.
Thank you so much.
We are here to smash that like button.
How are we doing tonight?
We believe this content needs to reach more people like you.
Excellent.
We are watching.
So,
We are listening.
I've
Most
recently been
importantly,
playing around
we are
with
liking and
something
subscribing.
called
We are pseudo-anonymous.
decentralized finance. And they like to call it DeFi, but I call it definitely confusing. So DeFi is like that friend who's always trying to convince you to go skydiving without a parachute. Trust me, it's going to be fine. But you know, if DeFi were a person, it would be that friend who is always suggesting those questionable ideas, but insists that they're always onto something big. Trust me, it's the future. You know who I'm talking about? Right. Tried explaining DeFi to my grandma. She still writes letters with a pen, so you can imagine how well that went, right? It's like online banking, grandma, but it's kind of like financial Jenga, but only with your real money. Isn't that the truth? One false move and So I decided to dip my toe into DeFi recently. I thought, well, why not? What could go wrong? Famous last words. It's like jumping into a pool without checking if there's any water. Well, look, now I'm swimming in debt now. But no, seriously, DeFi is all about smart contracts. Now, they call them smart, but honey, I've seen smarter toasters. I mean, these contracts are like, I'm programmed to handle your money, but if I mess up, good luck in trying to figure out who's to blame. Oh, you guys are great. Thank you so much. And then there are these things called yield farms. You guys heard of them? Yeah. It's like, hey, let's plant some money seeds. Let's water them with hopes and dreams, and let's watch them grow into financial success. Spoiler alert, more often than not, it's crop failure. And let's not forget about liquidity pools. Now, it sounds gorgeous, doesn't it? Like a place you can go for a relaxing swim. Wrong. It's more like jumping into a pool filled with financial piranhas. Oh, you want to swim? Sorry, we're just here for your money. And they always have these names for these projects that sound like they came from a random word generator. Introducing Crypto Unicorn Banana Moon Lambo Coin. I mean, are we investing in cryptocurrency or are we creating our own version of Scrabble? Oh, stop it, guys. Stop. Now let's talk about rug pulls. You guys ever heard of rug pulls? I mean, it sounds cozy. It sounds right. Like you're in front of a fireplace with a nice cup of cocoa. But in the crypto world, a rug pull is more like sitting by that fireplace and suddenly realizing that the floor is gone. Surprise! Your investment just disappeared. But there's the thing about rug pulls. They're like bad relationships. You don't see the signs until your money's gone, and you're just left wondering, was it something I said? Should I have taken it slower? Thank you, everybody. Good night. Enjoy the show.